Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. So another update on a potential Major League Baseball season this summer. As you all know from my last video, Rob Manfred, Tony Clark, they met in Phoenix, Arizona for about a 4-hour face-to-face meeting where they worked out the details of what a season would look like this summer and fall. We talked about 60 games, prorated salary, among other things. Now, when MLB left that meeting, according to sources, MLB thought that basically they had everything in place. But the Players Union has now sent over a counter proposal. So let's look at the counter proposal. Let's look at a statement that came out very quickly after by Tony Clark. Okay, so Tony said, in my discussions with Rob in Arizona, we explored a potential pro rata framework. But I made clear repeatedly in that meeting and after it that there were a number of significant issues with what he proposed, in particular the number of games. It is unequivocally false to suggest that any tentative agreement or other agreement was reached in that meeting. In fact, in conversations within the last 24 hours, Rob invited a counterproposal for more games that he would take back to the owners. We submitted that counterproposal today. All right, so let's look at what that counterproposal consists of. Jeff Passan, my boy, said the Major League Baseball Players Association has finalized a proposal to MLB for a season in the neighborhood of 70 games, sources tell me and Jesse Rogers, ESPN. The MLBPA's proposal to MLB is for 70 games, sources tell ESPN, and includes a split of playoff revenues. While the league is unlikely to accept this proposal, it's close enough for optimism there will be a season, whether it's via a deal or MLB setting a shorter schedule. Here's some more details on it. Among the details in MLBPA's new proposal, sources tell ESPN, 70-game season from July 19th to September 30th, $50 million in playoff bonuses, a 50-50 split of new postseason TV revenues in 2021, forgiveness of salary advance for Tier 1 through 3 players, universal DH, people just got really upset, National League people someone just broke a television, and a mutual waiver of grievance. Okay, so although the Players Union didn't accept the 60-game plan laid out by Major League Baseball and is instead counter-proposing with 70 games and maybe a few other tweaks in there, I think at this point we're getting pretty close. Now we're talking about 10 games, right? And so if we let 10 games and a couple of small details ruin this whole thing, I can't see that happening. I'm assuming they wanted 60, right? The MLB wanted 60. The union wants 70. I'm sure we can just come to an agreement at like 66 games. I mean, that sounds like a great number, doesn't it? 66. Mario Lemieux was 66, wasn't he? That guy was a great goal scorer, by the way. Great player. Hopefully everyone knows who Mario Lemieux is. But anyway, great in NHL 94, I think it was. Was that the game that he was nasty in? I'll have to go check that out. It's been a while. 94. I was 9 years old. Anyways. So I don't think this is going to really derail anything. I think that we should be able to hopefully figure this out in the next couple of days. But we'll see. I just want to give you guys a quick update on what's being talked about right now with regard to Major League Baseball this season. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, share it with all your friends. Thank you to our patrons on Patreon for supporting the channel, and we'll talk to you later.